Hello again. Welcome to the July edition of the HI European Market Neutral Fund monthly update. I'm Paul Marriage from Tellworth Investments, and I run this strategy with Fred Batua. It's actually been a really decent month for the fund, really encouraging progress, and I think the extra balance that we put in the portfolio in Q2 has really begun to play out for us in Q3. And market conditions have been reasonably challenging again. There's been a lot of noise out there. Global relations, China-US getting a bit messy, US election getting messy. Obviously a lot of talk about the European recovery plan and how that's going to pan out and how that's going to impact companies. So lots of noise out there in the UK. We've had Brexit's come back a bit as a topic again. And generally the management of COVID in the UK has just generally been perceived to be a political issue. So yeah, lots of noise for us to navigate. So what's been good for us? Well, the standout one has actually been Fresnillo. Fresnillo is broadly a Mexican company listed in London. It's a gold and silver miner, and clearly it's been a great time to be to hide in precious metals, and precious metals are somewhere people hide when things are tough, aren't they? But also this year, good industrial demand, renewables use a bit of precious metals as well. So renewables, green theme, green recovery fund, elements of green tinge to the European Recovery Fund, they will kind of help that play. That also helped Vestas for us. Fresnillo we sold after a 50% rise and moved on. Vestas actually we've had a long time, and I think we'll keep that, only on 13 times EBIT, but performing really well, high margin business and great demand, and clearly everything they install, there's a great service opportunity afterwards. So I think Vestas is a strong one for us. We've done well in a couple of tech names. I think interestingly a couple of tech names that perhaps aren't your sort of go-to racy online payments or distribution, kind of not kind of Eurofangs, but actually Computer Center. Computer Center is a box fixer and seller. So it does some pretty basic IT services in the UK. Been listed a long time. It's a great business actually. Got a great long-term record. Made a few forays into Europe that weren't too clever. If you go back a few years, kind of got back to what it's good at. Big beat from those guys. It's a UK mid-cap, and the share price rose about 20% in the month on the back of that good beat. I think the shares are up 10% on the year, so it's kind of behaving like a tech. Low multiple again there, which we like. I think there's probably more to come. It's a really, really well-managed business. We've done similarly well in Teleperformance. Teleperformance is a global leader in call centre management. You can imagine call centres are going bonkers at the moment as everyone's working remotely. And credit to them for moving their 200,000 employees, I think, remotely. And we've all sort of had that experience, haven't we? So great demand there, strong organic growth. And we think current market expectations are probably too low again. The short book, actually Groundhog Day, the same things have helped us this month as did last month, largely Rolls-Royce and Fraport. Travel industry is a bit of a mare. You only need headlines in the UK about where we are and where we aren't allowed to go. But long-term issues for Rolls-Royce about having the right type of aero engines for the future. It clearly needs more equity. How much more equity does it need? We don't know that. So there's no tension in the current equity. That's a good time to be short. Fraport, the German airports operator, again, not much revenue, not much sales, weak balance sheet, no cash flow. A lot of things stacking up for those guys. We're conscious these have been cracking shorts, so we need to keep an eye on them. We don't want to be too greedy. Every time we look to cover, they keep going down, but we're on that. So yeah, good contributions long and short. Not too many things going wrong, which is the key to a good month. New stuff that's come in. UK, as I alluded to, is a bit of an unloved market. It's pretty cheap. We bought into private equity listed trust 3i Group, trading around book value. Its biggest asset, I think about 44% of the NAV, is the European discount retailer Action, which is trading really well. And if you look at the multiples of those businesses globally, it's probably undervalued within 3i. And they've got lots of other good things coming through. A really well-managed business, 3i. We've also added Group for Securicor, G4S. Not historically a business you think was well-managed, really. It's had a lot of troubles in the past. It's largely a people business, man guarding, security, cleaning, that kind of stuff, globally. It's got rid of 50 non-core businesses, which probably shows you what a mess it was before, cleaning its business up, gradually getting better, and we think that's quite a good recovery story. So we've bought into that this month as well. So overall, some good contributions, some good longs, some good shorts. We've said goodbye to a couple of things, a couple of Dutch tech stocks actually, both happen to be Dutch, but ASML and semiconductor equipment, been fantastic. Semiconductor outlook may be more challenging now. Not a great kind of US-China trade war thing going on there as well. Not good exposure for the whole industry. ASML's a great business. I'm sure it'll come back into the portfolio again, but we feel pretty much up there after a great run. Adyen, which is kind of online marketplace business, done incredibly well, but multiple now over 100 times earnings. That's probably a bit steep. So top leans to those two. We hope to see them again. And as we say, we've moved the capital onto things where we feel a bit more value, a bit more growth opportunity, and particularly we feel in the UK. So what does the summer hold for us? Well, I hope it holds a great holiday for all our investors, frankly. I hope you find somewhere nice, not too crowded, and some cool drinks and nice views and a bit of shade if it gets too hot. I think for us, it's actually about going back to work. We've been back in our London office a lot, actually. Obviously, I'm not back there today, as you can see, but we've been enjoying going back. And I think getting back into the office, building our team back together again is a good thing, and that's good for investors. And we need to keep that positive stock picking momentum. We need to be mindful of global issues, but I think the portfolio has shown great flexibility this month, and we need to keep the portfolio flexible without any factor biases if we want to keep delivering good, solid performance for the strategy. We're in a really good place year to date, and we'll focus on continuing that as we go through the summer and beyond. Thanks again for your time to listen to me today and your support in the fund. Goodbye.